Hey guys, this is Chetan for Gizmo Times and you're watching a quick unboxing and hands-on with the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 9 Pro. This is the new Pro device from Xiaomi, the successor to the Redmi Note 8, basically not the Note 8 Pro. You might wonder why, but I feel it's like stepping on to what Realme has done in the recent past as well. So the Redmi Note 9 Pro is basically an upgrade to the Redmi Note 8 and not the Redmi Note 8 Pro, because this comes with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G, which indeed is not a bad chipset, but it isn't a huge upgrade from the Helio G980 chipset. So this is the box package. It shows you all these major specifications on the back of the device, and in the box, the first thing that you get is the SIM ejector tool, and then the transparent cover, which would easily show you the cutouts for a new layout of the cameras. It was a vertical arrangement in the past, but now it's a squarish arrangement with 4 cameras in a square, corners of a square basically. And this is the device. This actually looks good enough, but again, it's not really different. It does look pretty different, and it's a Gorilla Glass 5 protected glass back on the device, and on the front as well you get the Gorilla Glass 5 protected 6.67-inch Full HD Plus display with a 60 Hz refresh rate. It's not 90 Hz, so that's where Xiaomi might lose some points when compared to Realme. And in the box, apart from that, what you get is the Type-C cable, which is now common since Xiaomi has adopted it in the recent times as well. And you get an 18-watt travel adapter, which is going to be a disappointment when compared to the competition again, because now we have seen Realme with the Realme 6 and the 6 Pro both coming with the 30-watt fast charging, but Xiaomi has still kept it at 18 watt, and that's the support that you're getting here on the Redmi Note 9 Pro. So coming back to the device, this is how it looks. So there are different color options again, and you have a punch hole display on the front where you see a 16 megapixel front facing camera. It comes with Android 10 based MIUI 11, and there are ads which are always there and always expected as well. So you won't get rid of those ads that easily. Obviously there are some ways to actually remove them, but they are coming in by default, and that's a part of MIUI. Apart from the major specs that we mentioned already, it comes with a 5020 mAh battery. Android 10, as we said, is here. 5020 mAh battery with 18 watt fast charging is present. It's a dual SIM plus a dedicated microSD card slot, and the camera also has quite a lot of features in itself, including the video lock mode and the 960 fps slow motion video recording as well. If we talk about the camera specifications here, basically you have a 48 megapixel Samsung GM2 sensor, which is a newer sensor, and basically it's for some it might seem like a downgrade from the 64 megapixel sensor, that's the GW1 on the Redmi Note 8 Pro, but that's what you get here. A newer sensor we feel might be Xiaomi's attempt at showing that they are adapting to the recent times rather than keeping up with the same things. And you have a dedicated macro camera, which is a 5 megapixel macro camera now. There's also an 8 megapixel wide angle camera. There's a 2 megapixel depth sensor. So there are 4 cameras on the back of the phone, which is the common point from the last time, but it was a 5 megapixel, but it is a 5 megapixel macro camera this time, unlike the 2 megapixel one that was present last time. And instead of the 64 megapixel GW1 sensor, you have a 48 megapixel GM2 sensor this time, and those are the 4 cameras on the back of the device. It indeed is a different kind of a setup, but there's that camera bump which is quite large. Towards the bottom of the phone, what you get is the USB Type-C port, the microphone, the speaker, and also the 3.5mm headset jack. On the right is this power button, which is regressed, and which means it now has a functionality not just for the power functions but also as a fingerprint sensor. On the top there's a secondary microphone and also the IR blaster, and on the left is the SIM card tray, which actually would give you all the 3 options, which is 2 SIM card slots and a dedicated microSD card slot. The phone indeed seems to be pretty easy to hold and comfortable in the hand, but it's quite large again. 6.67-inch screen size is not small at all, and it's still not a bad phone to hold and use. Snapdragon 720G might first seem like something which is a downgrade for someone who's into gaming, but otherwise this is quite a powerful chipset with a very great battery efficiency. With the 8nm manufacturing process, it obviously is a good battery efficient phone with a large battery capacity, 5020 mAh battery capacity, and the new fingerprint sensor, it actually works well, which you can see here that it performs quite well after the registration and all the input that it has taken. The recognition was quite fast, and it did try to unlock the phone pretty easily once we had registered the fingerprint. So that's with the fingerprint sensor, and that's with the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 9 Pro. For some it might feel like a downgrade, for some it might feel like a regular upgrade. So this was all about the Redmi Note 9 Pro. I hope you like this video. If you do, share and subscribe to Gizmo Times for more. Thanks for watching, and till next video.